Madam President, India thanks the Democratic Republic of Congo for convening today's open debate. I also thank the briefer for his insightful remarks. Middle East, which is West Asia, is a region of immense importance to India. Our stakes in the security and stability of the region are high. India's trade and energy supply chains are strongly linked to this region. With bilateral annual trade of around $180 billion, a cumulative foreign direct investment of over $31 billion, and remittances of more than $52 billion from GCC alone, these linkages have direct implications for our economy and energy security. Around 10 million Indians live and work in the Gulf region. Their safety and well-being are a key priority for us. After a brief pause in the ongoing conflict in the region, there has been a worrying resumption of attacks and escalation of hostilities. This is deeply concerning, and India calls for an immediate de-escalation of tensions. We strongly condemn the recent attacks on several vessels, GFS Galaxy, MT Al-Bahia, and MT Mombasa among them, during their transit through the Strait of Hormuz this month. Several Indian citizens were injured, including some seriously. One Indian tragically lost his life, and one is missing in these attacks. India has consistently condemned acts of violence targeting seafarers and disrupting free and safe navigation through international waterways like the Strait of Hormuz. India strongly advocates a return to dialogue and diplomacy in the interests of peace, security, and stability in the region. The targeting of commercial shipping and civilian infrastructure in the region must end, and free and unimpeded navigation and commerce through the international waterways in the region, in keeping with international law, must be restored at the earliest. Sayyida Raisa, Yajib.
Madam President, we need to focus on the Strait of Hormuz, but also we need to focus on the tragic humanitarian situation in Gaza, the loss of civilian lives, the destruction of civilian infrastructure. These are some of the main concerns that the international community must focus on in an urgent manner and must act upon. We must fully support efforts by fully implementing Security Council resolutions, including Resolution 2803. India remains firmly committed to the efforts that impact in a positive way the lives of Palestinian civilians. The humanitarian assistance provided by India to Palestine is valued at over $400 million. This assistance comes in various forms. We have provided humanitarian assistance, development assistance. We have also assisted UNRWA. We have provided other forms of assistance as well. India is one of the main donors to UNRWA. We believe that this is the UN agency that will help distribute the assistance that we will deliver. During the Palestine donor group in Brussels, India announced that it is committed to build a specialized hospital and a center for prosthetics, as well as a training center, vocational training center in Palestine. India also will contribute to building the Palestinian Institute. We have sought to alleviate the suffering of the civilians in Palestine, but at the same time, we must seek a permanent political solution. India's support to the two-state solution is well known to all. India believes that the establishment of a Palestinian state that is sovereign, independent, and viable, living side by side in peace with Israel within secured and recognized borders is important to reach a permanent solution.
On Lebanon, the Blue Helmets serve in challenging circumstances. UNIFIL peacekeepers pursue UN Security Council mandates and therefore must never become targets. They serve the cause of international peace and security. India has strongly condemned all attacks on UNIFIL peacekeepers. Their safety and security are a priority. the sanctity and inviolability of UN premises must be fully respected. Further, it's important to be ready for a post-UNIFIL scenario, and in this context, the Lebanese armed forces must receive requisite support and assistance. On Syria, we stress the importance of a Syrian-led and Syrian-owned political process in line with UNSC Resolution 2254. The principles of sovereignty, independence, unity, and territorial integrity of the Syrian Arab Republic must remain central to all efforts. We also reiterate our support to ongoing efforts in finding long-term solutions. On Yemen, India reaffirms its unwavering commitment to the unity, sovereignty, and territorial integrity of the Republic of Yemen and rejection of any interference in its internal affairs. We further condemn attacks by Houthis on maritime navigation. The protection of the Bab el-Mandab Strait and the southern Red Sea is a shared international responsibility and is a global interest. Madam President, the people of the Middle East need normalcy and lasting peace. As a member state guided by our civilizational doctrine of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, or the whole world is one family, India is committed to global well-being and a more secure, stable, and prosperous world. India will continue to be driven by this approach. I thank you, Madam President.